Welcome back to the Red Ones Go Faster. I'm Old Big Mek, and today we've got brand new Ork kits. Let's get into it.
Alright, and for those of you that don't know what I'm on about, the Nova Open preview was last night, and there were indeed some new Ork kits. We've got the Iron Jaws for Age of Sigmar. Now this is from the Warhammer community webpage. Of course, they had shown us Clonk a couple of days ago, and there's now an Anvil Smasher to go with him. With the tongs is actually pretty cool. This guy might actually make a really cool Big Mek. Especially if you're doing a Beastnaga themed army. This is one way to kind of keep that theme going and really look cool. I like the looks of him a lot. I might get him and just kind of convert him up with a little bit more of a 40k looking hammer and not so Beastnaggy. But yeah, he's really cool. Then there's these Brute Ragers, which remind me a lot of the old Goblin Fanatics, but like scaled up into knob size, which is kind of rad. This guy even has the chain with the spike ball on it, which is super duper cool. You gotta love the big chained spike club thing here and the fact that they're all shirtless. They're really cool. Even more cool though is this, the Weird Brute Rekka's version. So these are the same guys, the same poses, but with different heads. Check out these faces with the skulls on them. And being psychically charged by the Weird Boys is just really cool. So that is a really cool set. But the big news is brand new Ardboys. Now, these Ardboys are sick. Like, these are so cool looking. I love the masks. I love the aesthetics. I don't know how much this is going to translate into 40k. Again, I would say if you're doing a Beastnaga themed army, using these guys as your knobs would be pretty dang cool, just to kind of help tie that theme all together. If you're not doing Beastnagas, I don't know how well they'll translate, but they do look super awesome. Of course, you can do like a Snakebites army with them as well. And yeah, there's a battle tome with it as well, but no big launch box yet. Now, why this is interesting for us is one of the best bang for the buck kits that is out there is actually this one right here. And this is the, let me get it into the frame there, the old Iron Jaws Auric Ardboys set. Now, this one comes with 15 Ardboys. These are not nearly as cool as the new ones, but if you look at them, they've got a lot more armor plate going on than that weird kind of bone look. So these guys actually convert to 40k way easier. And there are 15 of them in a box. There's not very many left, so I've got the link down in the description below to grab a box of those while you still can. They're already pulled off of the GW web store, so when they are gone, they are gone. There is one other way to get the old ones, though, and that is in this, the Start Collecting box, which again is out of print and is not on the GW store. There's only 10 of the Ardboys in this one, but you get 3 of those Gore Grunta guys. Those are the ones riding the pigs. And this shaman dude with the 2 ghosty looking drumstick things. So you end up with a weird boy, and then you can use these guys as the the new Beastnagas on the squigs, the squig hog boys. So you got a couple of squig hog boys in there, 10 more of these knobs, and like I said, you've got a weird boy in there. And again, that is not a bad price for all of those figures to convert. And again, these just, they look a lot more like 40k orcs. I mean, really, you just change the chop on them, and even not even that on most of them, and they are good to go. So these guys will be going away, replaced by the new Hotness, which, again, the new Hotness is cool. But for converting, you want those old ones. So again, link in the description below. So yeah, that is our video for today. Just wanted to make sure we got the word out there about the new Auric stuff if you haven't seen. I think I got a couple of takeaways from this. One is the swamp guys that they came out with for the Oryx from Age of Sigmar in the Dominion box. They have not released anything new for these in a long time. I think the sales numbers bear it out. This aesthetic just isn't good. It's just not. Going Tolkienish with swamp orcs is not what the 40k and the Age of Sigmar and the old school Warhammer community are after, and the sales show that, and the figures show it too. So going back and redoing the brutes and the ard boys as part of the Orc range, and like getting into like big, bad, mean, and green, definitely I think the way to go. All those new kits are just fire. I really like them. My particular Orc army for 40k, it's more speed themed than anything. I got a lot of the buggies, I got a lot of bikes and things like that. Got a lot of mechs, obviously, being a big mech myself. But yeah, I do have a little bit of the beast snag stuff. I do like it. I think it's cool. Again, I'm one of those orc guys that's kind of a completionist. I want everything, so I might get some of these guys to run as some snake bites or something like that if I need some more guys for a conversion. But again, man, those old school ard boys, I used to have quite a few of those in my force. They're really, really good for converting up. Again, 15 of them in a box. You really can't beat that. So grab them while you can now, because once they're gone, they're going to be out of here, and the new sculpts are going to be way, way, way different. But yeah, that is all the Orc news fit to print for today. Get out there, build your Waaagh, paint your Waaagh, play your Waaagh, and crush everybody under your boots. See ya.